It was the first time since the row about his planned visit to the SS graves at Bitburg in Germany that the president had agreed to appear on television. White House aides had specifically told us that asking about Bitburg would be pointless. He wouldn't talk about it. But questioned by ITN with colleagues from the other summit nations, he did.
The final word has been spoken as far as I'm concerned. I think it is morally right to do what I'm doing, and I'm not going to change my mind about that. I think that what has been planned is all in the spirit of recognizing what has been achieved. Your country now has the most democratic government it has ever had in its existence.
Your aides say that you're very upbeat as you move towards this summit, yet it's not been a good week for the person we've come to know as the great communicator. Is there any sense, particularly thinking of the Contra vote and the confusion about Bitburg, is there any sense in which you feel something's happened to the great communicator in the last 10 days or so?
No, I've had 4 years of fighting with the recognition that one house of our legislature is of the opposing party. I have not given up on Contra. Our position and the problem in Nicaragua, the vote up there and the debate, they really are voting to have a totalitarian Marxist-Leninist government here in the Americas, and there's no way for them to disguise it. So we're not going to give up.
He was more fervent on Nicaragua than any European summit issue. Summit nation journalists were more concerned about Star Wars research and the risks of nuclear war.
I know that President Mitterrand, as well as Prime Minister Thatcher, have problems in their own countries with regard to the support for your own nuclear arsenals. And because we're just going into a research, and we don't know how long this is going to take, I am in full support of England and France continuing to go forward with their own programs of nuclear defense, nuclear deterrent.
Isn't there a sense in which you have announced moves and only afterwards had to get the Allies' agreement?
Well, I can't remember the exact context of how an announcement was made, or whether it was simply contained in our request going to our own legislature for the funding of such research. But as quickly as we could, we did go, and at the military level and at a higher level. We sent representatives over to brief all of the heads of your 7 states, as well as deal with your own military and our military leadership on this.
Soviet leader Gorbachev has just offered deep strategic arms cuts. Do you think it's a good proposal, or do you feel that he just wants to put you on the defensive?
Well, if he's trying to put me on the defensive by asking for deep nuclear weapons cuts, I'm very pleased to be. I won't be on the defensive because I won't defend against that. I was very optimistic before the talk started when the late Chernenko and Foreign Minister Gromyko both publicly stated that they would like to see the elimination of nuclear offensive weapons. Well, I told Gromyko over in the Oval Office when he was here, we could sign something right then.